Father, it's me again. It's Omari again. Yes, it's me again. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Father God, now beg you guide me through the land. This is a prayer, this is more than a song. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jehovah, guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah, guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I bring me. Father God, me beg you guide and protect me from the evil out the road where you try to corral me. From all the wicked where you try to backstab me, and the one them where you plot me take my life over vanity. Father God, me beg you watch my family, protect my friends as I bless my enemies. Me need you more in this time, cause out the road it just not pretty with the crime. Yeah, yeah. And Father God, me beg you just stand beside me. Every day them just a come at me fi try fi derail me. But me thank you every day for the victory. Just a hold on the faith, me nah go make them distract me. And me's a youth who hustle hard in the streets, working every day because the wife have to eat. And I must fulfill my destiny. Send your angels in for watch over me. And Jehovah guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. Me say it's sticky, and out the road me say you mucky. And them the youths and nowadays no afraid we make it up. What a pity, I beer guns so like the city. And round the world I beer calamity. No, it not pretty. And out the road me say it dirty. And every man who run the place like him and John Gotti. What a pity, no more love no day in the city. So send your love now cause we need it. Oh my guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I bring me. It's me again. Jehovah, me I beg you to cover me with all of your might, but save me from the evil man, the man who have the evil plan, the man where you try to take my life. It's me again. Jehovah, me I beg you to cover me with all of your might, but save me from the evil man, the man who have the evil plan, the man where you try to take my life. Jehovah, guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, me I beg you shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah, guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah, just guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, just shield me from all the wicked way I bring me. Jehovah, guide me.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Truly Julie Experience, a show that covers lifestyle, fashion, and entertainment topics that aim to help us all look good, feel good, and live good. For today's show, I will be speaking with international recording artist Omari, whose video you saw right before we started. I'm excited to have him as a guest on today's show. But before we go into the interview, let's cover some house rules. First, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the chat room on whatever platform it is that you are watching. If it's Flex FM Radio on Facebook, or if you're watching on flexfm.online, just leave them in the chat. And if we don't get to them right now during the show, then we will get back to you after the show. You can also drop me a line at trulyjuliexperience@gmail.com, and I will definitely get back to you. And also, second, please like and share the episode, because you never know who will be entertained and educated and get something from this episode that they will be watching today. So to let me start the show, I'm going to just read a little interview, a little bio, on today's guest. Now, Omari is familiar to reggae and gospel fans worldwide. He has been making waves in the music industry for quite a while. He's made appearances on shows such as Fun in the Sun, Rebel Salute, Sting, and other main events. He has shared stages with several international renowned gospel and reggae artists, ranging from Kirk Franklin and Donnie McClurkin to Carlene Davis, Shabba Ranks, and Chronix. He has worked with notable producers in the gospel and secular industry, such as Donovan Germain, Tony Kelly, Romit Records, and Chimney Records, and he has toured with the likes of Papa San and Beres Hammond. In addition to putting out albums, singles, and working with some of the best in the music industry, Omari has been also racking up industry nominations and awards, which is a testimony to the quality of and appreciation for his work by not only his fans, but his peers. I'm going to be talking to him a little bit about, what's been going on in his career up to now, what he has planned for us. And so without further ado, good afternoon, Omari. Thank you for being on the Truly Julie Experience.
Yes, it's an honor being here. Truly Julie. I like that.
Yes,
Truly Julie.
Hey, truly me,
Truly Julie. Amen. That's it. Love it.
So let's start at the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning.
How old were you when you decided to pick up this music thing?
From high school, I've been involved in music deeply in high school, where I started to fool around with groups. I started to sing in groups, formulated a group in high school, and that took me right through high school. And we used to sing the Boys to Men and the Shy, and all those lovely love songs. So we used to sing them, and sometimes we would sing even at devotions. Sometimes we go to devotions, I would sing a little a cappella here and a little a cappella there. And so from high school, I really took it on seriously. I knew that it's something that I wanted to do. So from I was probably 15, 16, 17 coming up, I started to really, really take it serious from that time. I knew that it's something that I wanted to do, when I left school.
Right. Why? Why sing? Why did you want to do this singing?
Well, it was a passion, it was a passion, and I couldn't help myself but to be a part of music. Every time I tried to, think about myself not being involved in music, it naturally pulled me in that direction. So music was something that I was passionate about, from a very young age, singing and all of these things. And, I was just a big fan of Babyface and Boys to Men and all of these people. So I grew up listening to these music. And, my mother sings also. So she used to play a lot of these music, even me going to school as a young boy. She used to have the little Babyface tapes and the little Luther Vandross cassettes and those things. And I would be just singing in the back of the car, and, even taking the bus. I used to sometimes when I take the bus, in Jamaica, sound system is a big thing. Yes. In the buses in Jamaica. When you're traveling on the buses, sound system is a very big part of that. So when you're going home, them playing the cassette ninja there. This is cassette ninja, and them have the and the thing in the bus, and them playing the love music, and the selector them say, warm and easy, this right now, this is for the lovers, and so them playing all of those. Nice. I was singing in the bus, and I remember one day while I was in the bus singing, and it was this song by Tony Terry. I sang like, when I'm with you, that song. And I'm in the bus singing it, and a lady turned to my mother and said, but this little boy can sing, him sound just like the guy singing the song. And she was like, no, Mom, you need to take this thing serious and, tell her, but a lot of times when I'm in the bus, people would always turn around and look at me when I'm singing. So I knew that it was a part of me. Music was a part of who I was created to be. I couldn't help but to be a part of music. So I chose music because it was a passion. It was genuinely a passion.
Music is life.
Yeah, yeah, man. It is a passion. It drives me. It's what I wake up and think about every morning. It's what I think about doing every day. I like writing. You know, I like creating music, and I like the joy that comes from creating music that it brings to other people. I love it. It brings me joy.
So that means if you couldn't imagine yourself doing anything other than music, if you were to do anything else,
yeah, music would have to be involved somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be like an accountant.
No. I couldn't be. I couldn't
doctor,
be. No.
Lawyer.
I couldn't sit down and run numbers all day. That thing would drive me crazy. You know, I can't be running numbers every day. Numbers. No, not science thing. Nah, I couldn't. When I used to do, not even biology. When I was used to the biology, I was just not interested in those things. I studied some. I did better in high school. I did better in business and office procedures and all of those things. You know, when I left high school, I studied computer programming, and as I finished my computer programming course, that was it. I've never even pursued a job in it. When I finished studying the Pascal and the programming and all of these things, I said, I'm over. I'm done. I did this and I'm done.
Those were the languages you wanted to learn?
No, not at all. I wasn't interested in that at all.
Okay, so as far as you said, you grew up listening to people like Babyface, Boyz II Men, Tony Terry, along those lines. So you grew up listening to those people. How did you end up choosing gospel?
Well, you know, I got saved in high school. You know, my final year of high school. I, singing with the group, but all the guys that I was singing with at that time, all of them were church guys. They were all Christians, and a lot of times I would come to them with certain songs and say, no, we can't sing this one. And that is what I appreciated about them, is like, they never ever one day looked down at me, even though I wasn't a Christian. All of them were Christians, but they always used to say, Omari, Christianity is not something that is like a whip over your back. They always used to tell me, it's not about having a whip over your back, it's about choices. So even in the songs that they chose to sing, it was the choices. You understand? Certain things they would not sing. And they never ever let me feel, I cannot tell you that I ever felt condemned around those young men, not one time. But they always would just encourage me, nevertheless. Come church with us one day, come here, sir, right. Come youth group one day with us and whatever. And one day they just invited me to youth group and I decided to go. And the guy that was preaching the word at the time, started to say, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? And that thing kind of hit me hard, And because my plan was to leave high school and go find Beanie and Bunty and go par and the road. You know what I'm saying? That was my plan. To go find Little Kirk and Winnie Wonder and all of these guys nowhere, them
power with them so that you can.
The ladies, ghosts, and go start par with them on them. So, that was my plan. But God had a different plan for my life, and who to tell? Maybe if I went out there, you can never tell. Maybe I would.
Maybe you wouldn't have been here today,
yeah,
or maybe you would have.
And maybe I would have, but maybe,
you never know.
I wouldn't have preached certain things, Yeah, but that was it. That was really it. So that is where the pull-in took place in that point.
For gospel.
And I just decided that, listen, I just going to walk this road.
Okay.
And I said to God, I remember saying to God one day, I said, God, you know what, in all honesty, I said, God, my desire. My desire is to be this and to do this in the music and to become successful at it. And I said, God, I'm going to take on this road for you. And I said, just fulfill that desires in my heart by following you. And God did it.
Right.
Yeah, He did it. You see, that's what I say. So the same things that I wanted to accomplish, He made me accomplish it, doing it for Him.
Okay.
Doing it for Him.
All right. So this takes us to the next song that I want to have played, which is Help.
Yeah.
So sit back and take a listen, and then we'll come back with more Omari.
Yes.
Lord, I'm interceding for your people now. Lord, I'm crying out for all the people now. Lord, I'm bawling out for all the people now, so listen to my cry. Long time we not have no nice time. The police and the thugs, them like the city at night time. And every evening we turn to prime time. See prophecies fulfilling, and we know this at end time. The Bible tell we say the people them did not suffer. And every time we turn, I know we sing the dirty tougher. For all the wicked and the righteous ghetto, in the slum now. Help, Father God, help. For all the mothers where you ball and all the moon because of picnic dead. Help, Father God, help. For all the fathers we a work so hard and still can't find the food to eat. Help, Father God, help. We interceding for your people, Father, help me now. The older people them remember the good times, the nice times, the right times, and even the fun times. Never used to sing the songs with the gun rhymes, the good old days when love the depth on the front line. All the babies and the sucklings make we come together, and show the wise them how God say we feel love one another. Not religion or a who for preaching style we prefer. Feed the youth them way I suffer. Father God help, Father God help. For all the youth them in the struggle, in the ghetto, in the slum now. Help, Father God help. For all the mothers we are mourn and all about because of picnic dead. Help, Father God help. For all the fathers we are work so hard and still can't find the food to eat. Help, Father God help. We interceding for the people, Father help me now. For all who think them now no hope and no future, just give your life to Jesus Christ, now watch them bad youth, yeah. Love your family, love your neighbors, love your enemy. That is how the Father tell us it's supposed to be. You think so wickedness about, well you not see wicked yet. When you hear the trumpet sound, make sure you not go regret. And when you hear the roller call, make sure you not go get left. Make Jesus Christ clean up your mess. So Father God help, Father God help. For all the youths them in the struggle, in the ghetto, in the slum now. Help, Father God help. For all the mothers we are mourn and all about because of picnic dead. Help, Father God help. For all the fathers we are work so hard and still can't find the food to eat. Help, Father God help. We interceding for the people, Father help me now. Help, Father God help. For all the youths them in the struggle, in the ghetto, in the slum now. Help, Father God help. For all the mothers we are mourn and all about because of picnic dead. Help, Father God help. For all the fathers we are work so hard and still can't find the food to eat. Help, Father God help. We interceding for the people, Father help me now. Cause a long, long time we not have no nice time. The police and the thugs them like the city at night time. And every evening when we turn to prime time, see prophecies fulfilling cause we know this at end time. The Bible tell we say the people them did have to suffer. And there be times I know we see the dirty tougher. For all the wicked and the righteous things getting tougher. So the Father we are go for, Father God help, Father God help. For all the youths them in the struggle, in the ghetto, in the slum now. Help, Father God help. For all the mothers we are mourn and all about because of picnic dead. Help, Father God help. For all the fathers we are work so hard and still can't find the food to eat. Help, Father God help. We interceding for the people, Father help me now. Help, Father God help. For all the youths them in the struggle, in the ghetto, in the slum now. Help, Father God help.
Okay, welcome back. We just heard Help from Omari. And I'm just going to go into asking, as far as, from listening to that song, as far as genres are concerned, what do you consider yourself a gospel artist, a reggae gospel artist? Where do you put yourself?
I'm all of the above.
All of the above?
Yeah, I do reggae music, which is representative of my culture. And so that is reggae music. You can't separate it. It's reggae. Plus, I'm a gospel singer. So I still do reggae music even though it's a gospel, you know, doing it through gospel. And most of my music, I can sing them on almost any stage. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to stand up in a gospel crowd alone to be able to sing them because of how real they are. You know, it's like Barry Salmon could sing this song. Help, Father God help. He could sing it.
Right.
But, you know, at the end of the day, so when I really look at it, it's like, and I believe that was one of the reasons why I was able to fit into every space. Every space. I sing for the Prime Minister. I sing for Go Down by Tivoli and sing for the bad man them keep them show down there, go bring gospel music. I still stand up on the stage with Corey Franklin and Danny McClurkin, and I still go and stand up in the middle and singing my music.
And it's accepted by everybody.
And it's accepted by everybody that hears it.
Okay.
And that is the key. That is the key in one of the important key, especially as a messenger. You have to be able to send the message across that it's able to enter into all the spaces that needs to hear the message. You know, it's you have to, and so the Bible says a man who wins soul is wise. It takes wisdom. You know, it takes wisdom to do the work of God. It's not religion.
Right.
It's wisdom. You understand? And a lot of times we have to understand that if you follow religion, religion may come to you and tell you that in the eyes of religion, this is wrong. But in the eyes of God, it is the perfect will of God. So that's why if as a messenger of Christ, you cannot be religious. You have to be kingdom driven.
Right.
It has to be about the kingdom, because the kingdom can say, do this. And Jesus did it. Jesus was a perfect example of that. The religious leaders disagreed with Christ about a lot of things that he was doing, but he was fulfilling the perfect will of his Father, because it was contradicting religion.
Right.
You understand? So we have to understand it's the same perspective of Christ we have to have when it comes down to delivering a message. And that is why I believe God rests it in my heart that way. I've never sat down and said I want to write a song for the secular. I just wrote what was in my heart. You know, if you hear the message behind a lot of the music, why a lot of them was even birthed, people will be like, whoa, for real? If you hear the stories behind the songs and how they came about, you know, but people would think that, okay, Omari trying to hit in the secular. I've never written a song and say, okay, I'm trying to hit in the secular.
So, for instance, Help, that we just heard, what's the story behind that one?
Well, Help, I was driving past Riverton City one day, and that is a community, you know, for those who don't know, that's a community in Jamaica that they dump the garbage. That is where they bring the dump, you know. And when we were passing Riverton City, I saw some young men jumping on the garbage truck going over there. Young kids that should be in school, because it was a school day. And I pulled over to the side of the road and I said, God, why are these young men over here in the dumpster going over there looking for food or clothes in the garbage heap? And I was like, God, this is not good. But at that time, I'm going through my fair share. I'm going through depression because I need some direction for my life. And I was like, God, what should I do? Where should I turn? You know, you kind of at between a rock and a hard place, kind of trying to figure out my life. And I remember when I pulled over to the side of the road and I started to look at the young men, the song just birthed in me. I just started to sing, help, Father God, help, for all the youths I'm in the struggle, in the ghetto, in the slums. That is how the song came. It's not something, it just, And while I was sitting there, the Lord said to me that, I'm birthing this song in you, even though you're going through your hell, I want you to see that there's people going through worse. And I'm going to give you a song that is not crying only help for you, but you're going to be crying on behalf of a nation. And that is how help came. So by the time I got to Corville Gardens at the stoplight, I had the entire chorus. I had the entire chorus. So a lot of people may think that I was sitting down to say, okay, I want to write a song that will be able to fit into secular. And it wasn't even like that. And by the time I got the chorus of the song, I drove up to Danny Brown's house. And I said, Danny, you know, I think I found a song. And he said, what? I said, sing it for me now. It was when I got in there, Danny was making a beat. And the beat that Danny was making at the time, I just started to sing the song on the rhythm. So Danny was in a separate place making a beat.
And that, folks, is how music comes together.
Right?
Songs come together.
Right. And I just walked in the studio and I started saying, hey, Father God, hey. I was like, and that's the beat that the song is on right now.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, so I don't go around trying to fit into secular. I am just who I am. I'm just fulfilling what the Father put in my heart to fulfill. I try to be honest with my feelings and my emotions. You know, as a Christian, people believe that you need to lock off your emotions. No, God wants to use what you're feeling to impact the world. There's a reason why you're feeling the way you're feeling. So when I saw the kids on going on the garbage truck, how I was feeling, God wanted me to feel that.
You have the talent to put it to music.
To put it to music.
To affect other people.
To be a voice for the voiceless.
Right.
And that's it.
Alright, so my next question, we kind of went into it, but something I want to ask you is, as far as getting materials for your songs, do you write all your own songs?
Yeah.
Do you get songs written by other people, or you just...
I write all my songs. It's just off
is it because only you can say what you're feeling and put it to music? Or
I've never been under that impression that only me alone can express how I feel, because we all go through similar situations and different perspective is always good. But during that period of my life, God was actually downloading enough enough motivation and influence around me for me to be able to put it into words. It's almost like during that journey of my life, all of the songs that I was being birthed in me, God was birthing them out of my own experience. And I believe at that time God wanted me to speak my experience and bring my experience to the people. It's like different situations. Right. So it's almost like my own experience he wanted me to bring to them. And he used it. But I'm not opposed, because my new project that I'm working on, I'm not the only one that's writing it.
Okay.
But it's because you're not going to get into that yet.
Get into that after actually what we're doing is we're going to go to commercial right now.
Right.
And then when we come back, more with Omari.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa, what a feeling. Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa.
Hi, this is Julie, and I'm the host of the new show, The Truly Julie Experience. You can catch me every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. on Flex FM Radio and also on our website at flexfm.online. That's www.flexxfm.online. Again, that's a Truly Julie Experience coming to you every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. You can catch us on all our social media at Flex FM Radio and again on our website at flexfm.online.
She look me right in my eye and tell me she this a full time. She give me that hot sexy look.
Tax season is here again. Do you need superior service that offers more than just tax filing? Well, look no further. Come to the Barrett Group. Your filing experts await you as they give you the very best in tax preparation. They're authorized IRS e-filers, electronic filing, direct deposits to your bank, rapid refund in less than 24 hours, audit, shield, and so much more. It's the Barrett Group. No upfront fees. What a deal. You just can't afford to not file with the Barrett Group. Think big, and we're now located for your convenience at 4977 North State Road 7, Tamarack, Florida 33319. Call us at 954-306-8607.
Never fear, the Chief Minister is here. My name is Chief Minister Shalimar from the Light of Zion, and I have with me
Captain Amwan Bonoya, Bonyasha Ali.
Right, and we came to let you know that we're doing this show every week, Tuesdays from 6 to 8. Tuesdays from 6 to 8 right here on Flex FM Radio, where we're going to be opening this Bible and bringing out the truth. No more lies, no more listening to grandma, papa, right? That pastor, that so-called priest at your church, they're not telling you the truth. The truth is in the Bible, and we're going to bring it directly to you. So log on, get on, tell your friend to log in every Tuesday, 6 to 8, with the Light of Zion, with Chief Minister Shalimar, and
Captain Amwan Bonoya.
don't miss it.
I am healed, boss. I am healed. Yes.
I need a healing, and you need a healing. The world needs a healing, so come for your healing. I am healed, yes I am. Tell everyone, he's got a plan. I am healed, you are healed, yes I am, yes I am. Tell everyone that yes he can. Take me to the mountaintop, show me your canvas, how you paint the fields and how trees are planted. And I will not hush, and I'll make some noise, giving so much, so I will rejoice. I am healed, yes I am. Tell everyone, he's got a plan. I am healed, you are healed, yes I am, yes I am.
Okay, everybody, welcome back after commercial. We just saw I Am Healed, another selection by Omari.
Yep.
So now we're going to jump to your debut album.
Yeah.
Heal Jamaica, Heal the World.
Yeah.
That was released in 2011.
Yeah.
So who are some of like the artists, producers, people that you worked with on that album?
Yeah, Romish Records, Danny Brownie, Dave, is a matter of Tony Kelly, Grub Cooper. Wow. Quite a bit of people. Some of them I can't remember right now.
Okay.
But yeah, but that's the name of few of the producers. Dean Fraser that actually worked on that project. That project was very, very significant for me. You know,
what was the concept behind, or how did that project come about?
Well, for most people who know me very well, you know that I'm very passionate about Jamaica, you know, and that is how the name came about, Heal Jamaica, Heal the World. And the whole concept behind that is that, you know, just like how the world will know Jamaica for other things, you know, the negativity happens in the world, oh, Jamaica this, Jamaica that. So it's the same way. If the healing process starts in Jamaica, then the rest of it is the same way it will influence the world when it comes down to healing. You know, Jamaica is not all bad. You know, Jamaica is a very influential nation. It's a very influential people. And we have the power to influence the world. We have done it over and over and over with the likes of so many different people, whether it's music, art, sports, whatever it is. Any corner of the world you go to, you're guaranteed to find at least one Jamaican there. You understand? We know that for a fact.
At least.
At least one Jamaican is there. So, you know, I believe if we start the healing process with Jamaica, it's the same way that influence of healing will spread across the world too. So that is where the name came from, Heal Jamaica, Heal the World.
Okay. Okay. So, of course, I do my research for my shows and all of that. And, you know, I saw a Gleaner article about that covered your launch, the album launch.
Yeah.
And I know there's one thing that they said is that you had some non-gospel artists that were there. Were they just there just for the launch, or did they participate on the album?
They performed on the album launch.
Oh, they performed on the album.
I got a flogging.
Why?
But I don't care.
Why did you get a flogging?
I don't care.
I think that would lead me to my next question. Why did you get a flogging?
Yeah, because of that's how the mindsets, you know, there's just the mindsets of sometimes the church and, you know, the people within the body. You know, a lot of times, you know, when we were choosing this song, Aline was not yet even, you know, going to church and those things, but she had a beautiful song that I loved.
Right.
You know, talking about love. You know, if I love you like how I love me, or what a world this will be. It's a beautiful song. D Major had a song. If God gave His word to the gunman for one day, will this fighting still remain? You understand? It's a beautiful song. Christopher Martin had a beautiful gospel song, and these guys were my boys. These guys are guys that I talk to. These are people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. And I said to them that, listen, keep in my album launch, and these 3 songs, I love them dearly, and I would love for you to be a part of my album launch. Let's come and sing these songs. And I told them the song that I wanted them to sing. And people had a problem. Oh, Omari of Christopher Martin and
Which
D Major.
people had a problem? Was it your producers?
No, not the producers.
The general public?
No, not the church.
The church in
Had
particular
a problem with me.
had a problem
With me
with
doing
you
that. With doing that.
Doing
Yes.
songs with...
You have Omari, you know. And I was like, you know, and I said to them, I said, but I want to ask you a question. If a man is doing good, you're not going to tell him that he's doing good. Every day you get
As long as he's not in the church.
So I'm saying to them, say, listen, they have good songs. When they sing the bad, they complain about the bad. But when they sing the good, they don't glorify the good. That is what I'm doing. I'm giving the opportunity for the good to be showcased.
I think there is this concept in the church that if you're singing gospel, you're a gospel artist, you should not be collaborating with non-gospel artist singers or non-Christians.
well.
So apparently, the article said that you basically went on stage and you explained or away
I didn't as a matter of fact, I didn't
their presence, basically what they were doing there and why they were there.
Yeah, I didn't even take 3 minutes to explain anything. I just said, listen, these are people who encourage me. These are people that I talk to every day. And they have 3 beautiful songs that I love, and I invited them to sing. Come and sing. I invited gospel singers to sing. Prodigal was there. Kevin Downswell was there. All of these guys were there. But I wanted to create an environment because my launch was in the middle of the street, in the middle of New Kingston. We blocked off the road in the middle of New Kingston and tell the Jamaica to come out. That is what we did. So we invited. So when you do that, you other people who are not yet in the church, you are creating an environment for them to feel comfortable because Omari is inviting somebody that they can identify with that is not necessarily yet in the church. So if I go there, Omari not necessarily going there to look down on me. He's inviting me into his space so that I can get opportunity to encourage you in the Lord. You understand? We cannot create a condemnation environment and then expect people to come. And it's the same thing with my music video Help. They bash me and they tear me down for help.
Because
my father was in the video.
Okay.
Because my father was in there. But at the end of the day, even me at one point got very intimidated about the fact that I was putting, because the video was done shoot for the night and they called, this is a wrap. And I was going to my car, and while I was going to my car, it's like the Spirit of the Lord said to me, the video is not done. Go to David and tell him to come and stand beside her. When I went to David, I said, David can come do a cameo in the video. He said, boss, ready, man, and pull him hoodie over my head. I'm so ready, you know. Ready. And the guys were like, what you doing? So even after I shoot that, the editor, I was so mad to tell him, I was so afraid. I was so tempted to tell him to remove it. But every time I said, is that the father said to me, don't take it out. Do not remove it. Until I come to the understanding that the reason why the father said to me one day, the reason why I tell you to put that in the video is because first question was asked to me, what is the song saying? It said for the youth, help for all the youths in the ghetto, in the struggle, in the slum. The father said, my father is a representation of what you're singing. So when they see you that you already accepted him for where he's at, every community you go into, they already know where your heart is concerning them.
Right.
So when I went into the communities, it was easy. I could set up stage in any garrison. Every garrison I could set up a stage and people would come out. Omari, I come through today. And I forgot the show tonight. He said, Joe's man with them gun on them hip. And I said, singer, you pray for me, But it made my work easier, so that people need to stop questioning God when God gives people instructions.
So your launch was 2011. This is 2021, 10 years later.
Yeah.
Have things changed much as far as the impression of, boy, you're singing gospel, you shouldn't be interacting with non-Christians, non-gospel singers and all? Has that changed from the church community much? Well, we know you do what you want to do, but
it's not about I don't do what I want to do, I do what the Father tell me to do. Okay. It's not even what I want to do. It's not because even when God was telling me to do that, I didn't want to do it because of the fear and I know that the whip that would come with it. So but God told me to do it.
But 10 years later, has that impression changed, or is it still the same?
They realize Omari, they just had to realize Omari's calling. Because a lot of people question where they don't understand your purpose. But the more they get to the understanding of his purpose, they say, well, Omari, there are things that I can do that other gospel artists just can't do it.
Right.
There are other artists that I can call and talk to and they will listen to me and take advice from me, but certain other gospel artists can't do it. You understand what I'm saying? It's just based upon your calling. You have to know what God called you to, who Him called you to, so you can effectively do your part of the job. So a lot of them realize that that is just Omari. So a lot of them know when they call and say, yo, we're going into some garrisons, people who was bashing, church and pastors. Them say, listen, call up Omari there, because we'll go down a back tour, we'll go down a jungle, and Omari the perfect man for them type of setting there, because they started to understand my role and my mandate.
Okay. So since that your initial album,
yeah,
what else has come out, like as far as albums, singles? What else have you done since?
Yeah, well, I haven't put out another album since my first album, but I put out singles, and I've done songs for Chimney Records. That was, you know, single. I've done songs for Triton Music. That was another single. You know, I've done quite a bit of singles. I've done singles to R.F. Cooper and you know, and stuff like that. And Donovan Jeremy, Thank You Jesus was by Donovan Jeremy too. So all of my songs that I put out after that was just singles. You know, I wasn't necessarily focusing necessarily on putting out an album, because I realized that even my music that I put out on my first album is like I just released them yesterday.
Right, they're still applicable today.
They're still applicable for every situation that is even happening right now. You know, so it's like, I don't need to necessarily rush to put out an album. I think I have, you know.
So talk to me about Wave.
That's one
First of all, let's play the video.
Step in the place we have to cover. Yeah, Jamaica back to Africa.
Yo, yeah. Omari, yeah, fam. Africa, yeah.
St. Pee Wee that beat.
Step in the place we are take over. Jamaica back to Africa. Omari J from the boat. Tell them we are not push over. I did every we are run over. With them look dirty bad odor. We no fear who I won't go there. Enemy can get kick over. Everybody does wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout. Everybody dance with off the glasses, and everybody move, shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah.
And in the ear if you know you got God, and in the ear from you know you can do, and in the ear if you know you got Jesus, and in the ear for you know you can't play. Give thanks and praise to the King of all kings, Jesus Christ, him and the truth and the light, and in the ear to the left and right. Everybody mad, everybody mad.
Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout. And everybody dance with off the glasses, everybody move, shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Every hands up, every hands up, every hands up, every voice up, every voice up, every voice up, every foot stamp, every foot stamp, every foot stamp. Everybody rock, every
Can you take Jamaica, everybody must wave. The whole of Africa know everybody must wave. Boy and the girl them everybody must wave. Them representing everybody must wave. So give thanks and praise to the King of all kings, Jesus, to him and the truth and the light, and in the ear to the left and right. Everybody must, everybody must
wave. You want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout. Everybody dance with off the glasses, everybody move, shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah.
Omari, you was the one, your brother. Jay from the long world, a kingdom representing. Jeff, you never know this. We rule.
Wave, you want to just shout hallelujah.
Alright, so we just saw Wave. So tell us a little bit about that. How did that come around? Because where was that filmed? Just talk
Big
to us
up my
about
brother
that.
J From firstly. Yeah man, J From is like my little big brother. So yeah
And
man.
he had the whole studio dancing a while ago.
Man. I love that song, one of my favorite songs. So well that song came about, you know, good friend of mine J From in Africa, because Jehovah Guide Me and Help and Why and a lot of those songs is very popular in Kenya, very popular in Nigeria, Kenya, Zimbabwe and those places. A lot of those songs has its place. And I remember when J From reached out to me and said to me that, bro, I want you to do an Afro-pop song. And he sent me the beat, and when he sent me the beat, I was like, first I do an Afro-pop beat song, and I was like, all right. And I listened to the beat, when I heard this beat, I said, yo, this beat is bad, it's fire, man. So I started to, vibe, because I like to write choruses first. I have a tendency to write choruses. So I just want it to be fun at the same time, sending a message, but I want it to be something that people can just automatically just get in the groove with, and I just start singing wave in the big session, wave, and I just start stepping at the place we have to cover. Jamaica, and they start going at the African type of style,
okay.
Because that is how Africans, that is more African, that is how Africans kind of sing, kind of pause a little, stepping at the place we have to cover. Back to Africa. That is how they sing. Okay. So I said, I'm going to go back in my African thing now. I'm start going at it, man. And that is how the song birth. When I sent it to J-Fam was like, Jesus. It
was a rap.
He was like, no, Omari. Him said, Omari, thank you. I'm big enough.
So the video for that, was shot in Africa?
It was shot in Kenya. I did that video because I did the song before I went there to do an event called Groove Party.
Right.
And that was in a stadium, over 70,000 people. And it was a great time. And right after we did the show, we actually shoot some of the video at the show. So even when you see me on that big stage of the flag, and that was a part of the show in the stadium. And that is where, and we just did the video, we block off a street in Kenya down in the city. And we shoot where you see all of us in the streets, you see the big movie lights, the big flood. And man, it was a great time, man. It was exciting.
Love the song,
that song's beautiful.
So, what next for you from a career standpoint? What's in the works?
Well, working on my new project. I'm working on a new project, and it carries a new sound too. And this sound is also a sound that I grew up with. And I loved dearly, and God kind of give me a wide ability to be able to tap into different sounds of music because of how widely cultural I am when it comes on to music, because of how wide I listen to music. I used to listen to a lot of jazz too, and a lot of funk, and
incorporating all of that.
Yeah, so I grew up. Yeah, so what ended up happening? So if you realize some of my new music that I'm putting out, as the Bible said, become all things to all, so that you may win some. You can't just box yourself into one setup and then no, you have to broaden yourself. You have to widen yourself, and that is one of the things that I admire about people like Shaggy. Shaggy has the ability to reach the world because he open up himself to create for the world. You understand? And as a messenger, we have to do that. We have to. So this EP is, you're going to hear almost like a lot of Earth, Wind and Fire sound, and it's going to be, you see you dancing to wave,
yes.
You're going to dance all day.
Okay, so
when you hear this.
Any ETA on that EP sometime before the end of the year?
Yeah. We're working on it now, man, and I'm very, very
because
excited.
If it's going to be anything close to wave,
yes,
I need my autograph copy.
Man, you're going to
you.
be dancing on this EP. Even my brother, TC heard some of the thing, and one day TC heard him say, Omari, is you this? Because they've never heard me in that way. A lot of people don't know that I have the ability to do that.
I'm looking forward to that EP.
Yeah, man. So it's going to be different, and we're going to be shooting videos for all the songs on it, and a lot of bright colors and a lot of festivities and a lot of fun. But one people out of this COVID, people need to be free. People need to be, have a lot of joy, and that is what we want to do. We don't want to come and be beating people over the head. Oh, God said this and God said that. And no, we need people to come out of the COVID time dancing, being able to have
as long
fun.
as you made it through COVID, we should be dancing,
rejoicing, be happy, and that is what we want to do. So there's going to be a lot of colors, a lot of, and a lot of fun with this. I'm having fun with this project, believe me. So people look out for it. It's going to be different. You're going to be like, is this Omari?
So until that drops, where can people go to get your current material?
Well, I'm on all the different platforms, whether it's iTunes and all of the different platforms that is there. You can go and download my music. You can
under what? Omari?
Yeah, that's Omari.
Okay,
Yeah,
Omari.
just type in Omari, and you'll find most of my material there. And you can also you can go on my Instagram, Omari_music, and you can get information there. Also on my website, OmariEdwards.com, And if you go to my website, you can also purchase all my music there.
From
too.
there, okay.
From there. On omariedwards.com, you can purchase music from there. And you know, I'm mostly on my Instagram. I mostly use Instagram. I hardly use Facebook.
Okay.
Because I don't like Facebook. So
People,
I use
Instagram.
Instagram.
You want to get in touch with him and follow him? Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. I mostly use my Instagram. So people can contact me on Instagram and, you know, reach out to me on Instagram. And, you know, feel free. Feel free. You can book me through my website and all of those things too. So you can go straight to my website, which is omariedwards.com. And if you want to book me there, send the information there. And I guarantee my management is going to pick it up and give you an affordable cost.
Management will pick it up and give you an affordable cost.
Omari,
thank you very much for spending time on the Truly Julie experience. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for being here.
It was fun. Let me tell you, can you look in my eyes now?
Oh, Lord. All right, everybody. Thank you for being with us today. I'll see you back here next week at the same time, 1 o'clock. And just stick around now for our next show that we have coming up, which is Lisa L, Caribbean Blend with Lisa L. Until then, have a good day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we're going to ride out again with some from Wave. Okay?
Big up Flex.
Enjoy.
Big up Flex.
Yo. Yeah. Omari. Yeah, fam. Africa. Yeah.
St. Pee, we that big.
Step in the place we are take over. Jamaica back to Africa. Omari J from the boat. Tell them we are not push over. I did every we are run over. With them look at dirty badoda. We no fear who won't go there. Enemy can get kick over. Everybody does wave. You want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Hallelujah. Wave. You want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Everybody dance without the glasses. And everybody move shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Hallelujah. And in the ear if you know you got God. And in the ear from you know you can down. And in the ear if you know you got Jesus. And in the ear for you know you can't play. Give thanks and praise to the King of all kings. Jesus Christ, him and the truth and the light. And in the ear to the left and right. Everybody mad. Everybody mad. Wave, you want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Hallelujah. Wave, you want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. And everybody dance without the glasses. Everybody move shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Hallelujah. Every hands up. Every hands up. Every hands up. Every voice up. Every voice up. Every voice up. Every foot stomp. Every foot stomp. Every foot stomp. Everybody rock. Everybody rock. Every Jamaica, everybody must wave. The whole of Africa know everybody must wave. Boy and the girl them everybody must wave. Them representing everybody must wave. So give thanks and praise to the King of all kings. Jesus to him and the truth and the light. And in the ear to the left and right. Everybody must. Everybody must wave. You want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Hallelujah. Wave. You want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Everybody dance without the glasses. Everybody move shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just wave. You want to just shout. Hallelujah. Omari, you want the one, your brother. Jay from the long way, the kingdom representing. Shout out. Yes, we never know this. We rule.
season is here again. Do you need superior service that offers more than just tax filing? Well, look no further. Come to the Barrett Group. Your filing experts await you as they give you the very best in tax preparation. They're authorized IRS e-filers, electronic filing, direct deposits to your bank, rapid refund in less than 24 hours, audit, shield, and so much more. It's the Barrett Group. No upfront fees. What a deal! You just can't afford to not file with the Barrett Group. Think big. And we're now located for your convenience at 4977 North State Road 7, Tamarack, Florida 33319. Call us at 954-306-8607.
Never fear, the Chief Minister is here. My name is Chief Minister Shalimar from the Light of Zion, and I have with me
Captain Amwan Bonloya, Banyasha Ali.
Right, and we came to let you know that we're doing this show every week, Tuesdays from 6 to 8. Tuesdays from 6 to 8 right here on Flex FM Radio, where we're going to be opening this Bible and bringing out the truth. No more lies, no more listening to grandma, papa, right? That pastor, that so-called priest at your church, they're not telling you the truth. The truth is in the Bible, and we're going to bring it directly to you. So log on, get on, tell your friend to log in every Tuesday, 6 to 8, with the Light of Zion, with Chief Minister Shalimar, and
Captain Amwan Bonloya.
don't miss it.
Remember those days when truth, facts, and statistics matter? Well, it seems like those days are over. It seems like everyone is replacing it with how I'm feeling or how I think you should say it. Well, truth does matter. I want you to join me every Monday at 8 p.m. for a Real Deal Chat with Neil. We're going to provoke thought with some unspoken and uncomfortable truth. Join me then. That's a Real Deal Chat with Neil, Mondays live at 8 p.m. on Flex FM Radio, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or check us out on www.flexfm.online. Be prepared to be mindful. Hey, sir, you can't say that. I can't say that? Somebody told me this was internet and we could say whatever we want.
Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa, what a feeling. Yeah, what a feeling. Whoa.
Hi, this is Julie, and I'm the host of the new show, The Truly Julie Experience. You can catch me every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. on Flex FM Radio and also on our website at flexfm.online. That's www.flexfm.online. Again, that's a Truly Julie Experience coming to you every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. You can catch us on all our social media at Flex FM Radio and again on our website at flexfm.online.
She love me right in me eye and tell me G this a full time. She give me that hot sexy look.
Rockers Movement presents the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival, healing the community with sound system culture. Saturday, August 7th and Sunday, August 8th, featuring from Germany, Warrior Sound International, the Immortal King Champion Sound from Kingston, Jamaica, Stone Love, Brooklyn's Champion Sound, King Addies International, from New York, the Champion Sound, Soul Supreme, from Jamaica, way out in the country, it's Bass Odyssey, Downbeat the Ruler from New York City, Poison Dart from Tampa, and the Miami Ruler for years, King Waggy T, the Sound of the Future, Adonai, On Track Disco, DJ Rocksteady, and many more. Hosted by dub poet icon Motoruka at the 2021 Miami Reggae Festival, celebrating Jamaica's Independence Weekend. Saturday, August 7th and Sunday, August 8th at the brand new RER Marketplace next to the Opalaka Flea Market. Tickets start at $25. For more info, visit MiamiReggaeFestival.com or call 305-900-5523. Celebrate Jamaica's independence and sound system culture at the 2021